This is gonna be kind of a repetitive thing. I'm trying to give y'all a piece of my mind, like in a positive light, a positive aspect, right? So I feel that relationships would last longer and work out better if the two individuals involved took the time out to actually learn each other so they could come to a mature decision to say, this might not be the best decision for both of us. Oftentimes it seems as if the driving force for a guy to talk to a woman is her physical attributes, right? So now that interest is lust, not genuine interest, right? So you were lustful, and then y'all engage in relations, and the young lady starts to develop emotions or feelings for you, and then you don't know why she's acting the way she's acting. You gave her the stuff that you care about, like someone you care about. You gave her that. You gave her that D. You didn't give her, I'm in and out, I'll holler at you later. You gave her, like, you know what I'm saying, R&B and shit. But we spend so much time on the superficial. We spend so much time on the things that really don't matter. The human mind is it's like a vault, and every day we only scratch the surface. We don't really tap in and really use the entirety of our brain power. Yeah, I relate that to a movie with Scarlett Johansson called Lucy. Some people say it's kind of corny and all that stuff, but I like the message involved. All right, so if we consciously tap into more of that brain power, you can try to break down and dissect certain situations, regardless of how big or small the situation is. All right, but I digress. We not spending no time getting to know each other. So how is something gonna work? How is it gonna be long term? How are y'all gonna have actual longevity if y'all don't even know each other inside and out? We interact, hang out a couple times maybe, then get intimate, start having intercourse. Young lady might develop feelings, or the fella might develop feelings. Dudes like to get possessive over girls that's not even their girl, and they still running around, doing whatever they doing. I don't care how nobody feels about what I just said, Like, fellas, the guys don't want to hear that. But it's a double standard, with men and women. It's a double standard. And a lot of this shit ain't cool, and it's not fair, to them. Guys are okay with running around breaking hearts and all that. Broken homes and all of that. And I'm not saying that's the case for every guy. I'm not saying that. But we know what's going on in society. We have neighbors, we have family, friends. We've all been in these situations before. But in regard to relationships, it seems as if that's everyone's driving force nowadays is just to be in a relationship, just to have somebody to call your own. I take it a little further. It's like you want somebody to fight with and argue with, or you want somebody to be able to when you can call somebody else and talk bad about your partner. It's that's what you want them for. These relationships, the parties involved are not spending time trying to fortify and build, on what they've already created. It just comes to a point where it's just we just existing. We go through the motions. But how do you feel inside? Do you feel nourished? Do you feel enriched? Does that person, build you up and you build them up, and it's just brick after brick, like, because it comes to a point where you sacrificing yourself over and over and over, and that individual too. Both parties have to come together and be working together for that model of a healthy relationship to work. But if situations are happening where one individual is being problematic based off of certain characteristic traits and things like that, if that person is not doing some self-reflection and some introspection to see if those behaviors are things that should be changed or considered to be changed for the betterment of the relationship and vice versa, then what are we really doing, right? But we don't know certain habits and behaviors due to the fact that y'all met in the hookah lounge. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all met at the hookah lounge and then y'all went back to the spot and never stopped messing around with each other, and things starting to, a couple months go by, and dudes, y'all be playing it one way and the ladies be thinking something else because that's what y'all telling them. Or it's a situation where you done kept up this facade for so long, and then you go shorty or something like that, then y'all be like, oh, shorty crazy. Like, what you mean shorty crazy, B? It's nothing wrong with being a decent dude. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. We just don't. Humans, period. We for self. I want to interact with everybody. I want to be able to interact with any and everybody. And then not be, be whatever. Be the human experience. But, yeah. So, we all got to do better as a people. But the expectations that we have for ourselves, they have to be realistic. They have to be realistic expectations. You can't have expectations of a lifestyle that you want to live, or, a person you want to be with, or anything like that, if you don't have, like standards, morals, and beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Or if your standards, morals, and beliefs don't align with the other individual's standards, morals, and beliefs, then another conversation has to be had. All right, if we put more work into getting to know each other, maybe some of these relationships wouldn't be, what they are. If you found your special person, if you found your special somebody, you got a high school sweetheart or your best friend, you realized it was your best friend, and that individual realized you was their best friend, and y'all said, let's do this thing together. Hey, kudos, salute to you. All right. But the majority of society, or a lot of society, or I'm not going to say, but a lot of individuals are like just going with the motions every day and suffering in silence, And then fellas, like, the whole, like, from a former infidel, it ain't nothing to be, like, monogamous. You know what I'm saying? If that's not what you can do, like, if you can't do that, deep down inside, you cannot do that, you're not with it at all, then you need to say something. You need to speak up. But after, like, dealing with shit like that, or being the cause of certain things, in my past, that shit does something to a woman, man. That shit really does something to a woman. And then some shit happened back to me, and that shit was like this little. I made that shit this big. I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how insecure we are. That's how fragile the male ego is. But these are conversations that we not really having. You know what I'm saying? These are conversations that we need to be having, especially in the African American community. All right? All that other stuff that's going on online, all that stuff's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we need to be having the real conversations, man. I see there's a lot of podcasts and, organizations that are catered to, enriching the mind and what have you, and, 360 all the way around every aspect of, what we call life. And, we need more people like that. And then we need more of our community to really be listening and trying to like implement, those practices, into your life, into your lifestyle. But yeah, dang, I didn't know it was gonna go like this long. But if you watching this and you don't know me, the name's Andy. A lot of people know me by Derek. Just got out of the military, and I'm coming into my own. I could kind of like be my true self, so to speak. And life's experiences have been giving me. I've been dubbing them my like my awakenings. And it all started in 2020 with a deployment that me and my unit went on. And I just had time. It was supposed to be 4 months to turn into 10 months. And I just had a lot of time to like really try to sit with some things. That's another thing I've been taught by a good friend of mine is when things happen or if you feel conflicted about something, you sit with it, right? And just think about it and like process it. Because sometimes we'll react off of emotion. And then after we sat with it, after we've already reacted, it's like, damn, now do I apologize? Or now you're embarrassed, so you're not gonna apologize. You know what I'm saying? So sitting with things and mindfulness, all right? Being mindful, like ever mindful, always mindful, all right? I'm 360, all right? 360, circle. Squares 360 as well, all right? Everything within my parameter, I'm on it. But yeah, with my awakening, I've had a couple, and it's like certain things I'm starting to like really realize and see, and I'm like, all right, well, I was living my life this way. I don't want to be living like that anymore. Or like certain things that I really want for myself, I'm like, you know, it's either shit or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we all have something to offer to the culture. You know what I'm saying? We all have something to offer to those that we hold dear, and things like that. So, you know, all the things that we want to do, why not? Everybody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like people getting famous from dancing in the mall on TikTok. You got something better. You got something better than dancing in the mall on TikTok. I know you do. I know I do. And all this about to come to fruition, man. Getting out of the military. 12 years, 8 months. I'm proud. I'm proud of my service. I'm proud of my time in. All right. Anybody that know me when I serve, like, this is literally what you got. You know what I'm saying? I tweaked it a little bit, but I couldn't be like my true self. But now I'm, you know, ever mindful. I'm aware. I'm waking up still. I'm not woke yet. And woke, that's a weird term too. We're not gonna get into that. That'll be another video. But I'm waking up. All right. So you can look at us not using our brains. Well, we're not using the amount of the human brain possibly capable or humanly capable. Yeah, we can use more of our brain. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. We can use more of our brain. All right. And in a sense, that's you being asleep. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in a slumber of sorts. So I'm waking up. I'm pulling the covers off and putting my slippers on. And with that being said, I hope this video finds you in good health. And if it doesn't, I wish you well. Peace and blessings.